Hi everyone, I am Sanjhali and today I'm gonna discuss something very basic, very simple, yet we are so busy in our day to day lives that we are unable to think over this aspect or implement it in our life. This thing can find its roots in history, it can find its place in psychology, in philosophy, even in our modern day lives too. I begin by asking a very simple question that what do you think is the most crucial challenge the world is facing nowadays? Is there a one? No, there are multiple challenges. But do they have a common ground or any relation among them? Can we actually solve them all together or are they needed to be solved in secluded silos? I feel like with the changing time, the nature and intensity of the challenges may change, but the core of it remains the same. But what's the core? People, education, and environment. A well balanced interaction among these three elements is the root cause of all the issues we are facing in this ever changing world. In my world, in my words, it is the P challenge. I know the Gen Z will resonate with a lot, but it has a very deeper meaning. It fits the lens of every crisis faced by the people in this world. The imbalance in any of these elements leads to the problem, but astonishingly, the solution also lies in them. Evidently, we are in the middle of, as you all can see, climate change and global warming crisis, which is due to our lopsided growth, focusing on economic gains and exploiting the resources. And that's where the role of environment related education comes into picture. The word economy and ecology derives from the same origin, whereas ecology means the knowledge of the planet, whereas economy is the management of the planet. But what we are doing is we are currently studying or maybe doing is management of the planet without knowing the planet. Thankfully and gradually the narrative is shifting that we still realize that our base of survival is the environment, and this marks the beginning of our adoption of the eco-friendly practices, and environment preservation has become our core priority. It's not only of the concern of the human survival, but actually due to the acknowledgement of our anthropic bias. But let's be true, because environment doesn't need us, doesn't thrive on us. Here we step into the another dimension of life or worldview where we learn to value just not what we think but what we feel. We just feel the life, the spirit, not only in us but the things around us. That's why we try to balance our existence in accordance with the nature, and I feel why it shouldn't be. You see how many people are depressed all over the world because they have broken connections with their social and emotional aspects of life. But here comes to the rescue. By and realizing the deeper inner qualities of being human and syncing this fast paced life with the nature, people can actually attain a peace and state of calm. All this reminds me of certain ideas that I always resonated with, and one of them being Schumacher's Small is Beautiful. A radical challenge to 20th and 21st century intoxication with what Schumacher described as gigantism. For several decades, the mass production methods were producing more cheaper goods than ever before. The mass media, the mass culture opened up new opportunities for wider audiences than ever. It was creating bigger markets, bigger political entities, but eventually it led to dehumanization of the people and the economic systems that ordered their lives. However, small is beautiful is an idea that keeps reappearing. The latest incarnations can be seen in the farmer markets, local bakery shops with homemade cupcakes, small businesses. Because you know why? It incorporates such a fundamental insight into the human existence of modernity. Go back to the human scale, human needs, human relationships, and from that springs the ethical response to the stewardship of the environment. The importance of local based economy is marking its way forward in this era of globalization. One thing we are sure of that no matter what the times are, war or peace, primitive or technology driven, the core challenge requires to foster the relationship of P elements in a rational way, leading to a functional linkage to overcome the crisis faced by the mankind. As we have witnessed, the irrational tunnel vision chase for economic gains has ruined our factory line based education system, which oriented and modeled towards industry like efficiency and less focus on nurturing the individual talents and actually developing the holistic aspects of being human, which are in true consonance with the nature. Hence, what we need is to bring these relational aspects into our education through a holistic perspective of disciplines, where there is a union of four facets of a truly conscious mind, that is, thinking, sensing, feeling, and intuition. So, understanding these varied relations around us and in some ways beyond us will bring us the perspective of consciousness among the people, which will enhance the quality of life. That's how we come to solve the challenge of P through the solution of peer, that is, people, environment, and education, and R for rational relations. Every challenge will be surpassed if we discover and interlink true attributes of being human, open and optimistic mindset, along with rational intelligence, and preserving and enriching the environment. Thank you.